Alrighty, I did it again. I did. I procrastinated into doing my check-in from week 4. I'm already past week 5. No, I'm already at the end of week 5. So this will be another video of starting with week 4 check-in and going into week 5. And honestly, after today, I'm going to do better. I am. I had a really crazy revelation that I needed to hear. I've been needing to hear for a very long time. And I honestly cried about it. So I was in my church service online, and the pastor was talking about the not yet, how not yet can be so crippling to people and to our potential and to what we want to do and to what God is pushing us to do. And I've been doing that to myself for I don't even know how long, as long as I can remember. But especially now in this creative process, this creative self-discovery, I've been doing that. There's a lot of things, a few tasks that from every week I have yet to do. I've told myself not yet, I've told myself no. Or if it was too hard or felt too scary to me, I just didn't do it, including the check-ins. And it's I don't know, I'm a little bit disappointed in myself because I just really want to push myself to where I know I can be and where I know I should be creatively and in my mindset and in my life. And I just feel like I'm holding myself back so much because of my mind. And I know they said this wasn't going to be easy, but I can't. I'm gonna, I'm still gonna forgive myself. At the end of the day, this is a very hard process that not everybody can do or even thinks about doing or even has the nerve, the audacity to do, which is the word of the week. Because I've been hearing that word a lot. I've been seeing that word a lot. I've been telling myself that word a lot. So I think, yeah, for this week 5. But let's go back into week 4. So week 4, and this is another thing, I feel like I haven't been really trying to do the check-ins, actually checking in with myself. Just kind of going through it, answering the questions, which yes, I'm gonna do. But that gets boring, and I feel like I've been making good progress with the check-ins. I've been doing the same. I've been doing the morning pages. Yes, I have had the same. My head. I'm noticing that my head is super uneven. Anyways, I've done the artist dates. I could definitely do better, and I know that. I can be more creative with it. Anyways, these morning pages from week 4, it was tough because, well, not really, it wasn't tough. It was cool because actually I have been, hold on, I'm getting confused now. See, this is why I had to do the check-ins exactly when I say I'm gonna do them. Yeah, because then I get confused as to where I am, what I'm doing, what I'm saying. This needs to stop. Seriously, you need to stop with that. I felt like I've been connecting with my morning pages so much because, like, literally, I write about everything. It's like really my journal. I've been just spilling a lot of things that have been kept inside for a long time, and I didn't know who to say it to, so I'm just not gonna say it because I'm not about to go on the internet and talk about my business like that. But to say that, like, a lot of things that have been bothering me in my personal life or like in my job has come out in the morning pages. And then this week was really talking, it's recovering a sense of integrity. So just like bringing those feelings and those concerns and whatever to the morning pages. I gotta like do something about it, you know what I mean? I can't just say like, oh, I feel sad because I don't like this job. So what am I gonna do about it? You know what I mean? Like, you gotta put some action behind those words, behind your problems. You gotta get some resolutions. And with my job, I know I'm gonna have to wait until the end of the school year. But until then, I can at least start doing what actually makes me happy to bring out about a new job when that job is done. Because I don't want to keep sitting here year after year wishing that I've done something with myself instead of just complaining about the things that I don't like, my problems, my wishes, my concerns. I really have to do something about it. Like, you really have to not just be, you cannot be afraid. You can't be afraid to do the things that you say you want to do. Like, when it comes to acting, I'll say, because this is like what this is really for, and just put myself out there as a personality, as a person, as persona. I have been so like scared to put myself out there because of judgments of other people. And instead of finding a solution to that, instead of like finding a good community of people who I can trust and who will let me do what I need to do, which I actually have found that. But like, I don't know why I just don't put any action behind the solutions I come up with, because I have solutions. I really do. Like, I really anyways, that's what's gonna be happening. No more not yet. No more I'm not gonna do it yet. See, like this page right here, there will be change in energy patterns. Your dreams will become stronger and clearer both by night and by day. This is so true, actually. My dreams, like, I used to wake up from my dreams like right in the morning. I would wake up from a dream and I would remember it for like the first 10 minutes. But now I've been like remembering them more and like longer. And it's so cool because I am now dreaming in Spanish, which I never used to do before. Like, I would dream in Spanish a few times, but like it wasn't like comprehensible. I don't know why. It was like my mind was coming up with like I don't know the right words for it, but like maybe inflections of like how words are said, like how words are said in English or how words are said in Chinese, how they were said in Spanish would be like in my head, in my dreams. But I don't think it was ever actually words. Because I was like, what are you saying? But now, I find that so cool. I just find that part so cool that I'm actually dreaming in Spanish and I'm understanding what's happening. Because I understand what the words are. Because I'm speaking Spanish in my dreams. You may well be experiencing a sense of both bafflement and faith. Yes. Yeah. Because like, yeah, like I finally feel at a place where like I know what I should be doing. I know the path I should take, or I should try to take, and see where it takes me. But it's also very scary to think about what the outcome would be, because I don't know. Like, a corporate job, and this is weird. Like, this is so weird. A corporate job, like, I know what the next steps would be. They tell you. They literally tell you. Like, right now, I'm a para. The next step would be to be a teacher, a classroom teacher, and then maybe like administration, and then maybe principal, and then like, But like, for like, you don't know what can happen next. Like, I could be an actor today, and then tomorrow I could be a director, and then I could be a producer, and then I could be a freaking writer, I can be an author. Like, I can do all these different things. I can be an influencer, I can do whatever. And it's scary because I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I have to just trust in myself, because I know what I want to do. I have a vision of what I want to do. I just don't know how I'm gonna do it. Well, I guess that's where I had to put my faith in, because I don't know how. I don't know. The morning pages have been very good though, like I said. And the synchronicities have been, from, I would say, week 4 and week 5 have both been about audacity. Having the audacity to just put myself in situations that will catapult me into a new timeline, into the new timeline that I want to be a part of. It's really crazy. Oh, and let's talk about really quick the deprivation of reading. Reading deprivation is so funny, because week 4 at my job, the whole week was gonna be about kids testing. So like, we couldn't use our computers or phones or nothing. Like, we could just read and walk around. And so I was like, okay, bet. Like, I'm gonna bring my books. I'm gonna read my books while these kids are testing, and then I'll go do bathroom duty. Nope. That shit said reading deprivation, no reading. I was honestly gagged. I'm not gonna lie. Because I was like, what am I gonna do? And I will tell you exactly what I did. I literally sat there from 8 a.m. to 1:30, more or less, probably less, just in my thoughts. Just sitting there in my thoughts. And it was really, honestly, refreshing, because I was daydreaming about anything. I was just talking to myself in my head, which maybe sounds crazy, and people probably from the outside think I was crazy. Let's talk about virtue, the virtue trap, because I genuinely feel like my whole life I've served everybody else but myself. I've been so selfless and not selfish enough. I help my family. I helped my friends. I've helped my coworkers, my people in my job, like, and I haven't helped myself. And I know the one time that I did really help myself and stand up for myself in recent years, I lost a friend very, very dramatically, very tragically. Honestly, it was quite tragic. But like, after that, I really was so scared still to be true to myself and to do what was best for myself. So because of that, I've honestly really distanced myself from creating more friends and like community and people, because how deep that hurt was, that pain of choosing myself at the price of losing someone who I thought was a friend of mine. Now, years later, I feel at peace without that person. Like, honestly, so many of the times I just want to be by myself. I just like to be left alone. And I think that's because I'm not selfish enough with my time and my energy, that I let people take my energy and my time and all my help and all this. And like, whoa, I love, and I mean, I can't say I don't like doing that, but there comes a time where I need to just stop. And I'm still working towards finding a balance of being selfish and being selfless. But I feel like this season, like, there's been so many urges in my life. Like, I've just been so selfish to the point where it has hurt other people. But it made me feel so good. Like, does that make me such a bad person to, one, be selfish and do things for myself that it hurts people that I love? Maybe I'm a bad person for that. But at the end of the day, that's what makes me feel happy. And I think that's all that, not all that matters, but that's what really matters, is that I'm happy with myself and that I do things for myself for the purpose of pleasing myself and not pleasing other people. I've done that way too many times. You've done that way too many times. Yeah. And so I actually still want to complete this virtue trap quiz and just doing more things that make me feel good. Like, I feel I'm afraid to do certain hobbies and try new hobbies and try new things, putting myself out there because I'm scared of what people are going to think about me. But like, what? Those people are not for me then. I think I've just been so surrounded constantly by people who are not for me. And it's crazy to think about that, because that's a lot of people. And that's a lot of my life that I've spent not around supporting people. Like, even my job, I'm scared to like be myself and talk about just like everyday life. Because there's like, I'm sorry, but there a lot, not everyone, but a lot of people are so judgmental, and I just hear negativity all the time. And I don't want to be around negativity. I don't want to be around that. I don't want to be around it. I want to be surrounded by people who are ambitious, who are creative, who are so kind, so carefree, so healthy in all ways, who eat clean fruit. That's all I want for my life. And then I think I will start to find my people. And having some more audacity. Truly. Because I've stopped myself from so many different opportunities because I've not been audacious enough. I hope that's the right way of saying it. I don't have enough audacity. Like, I've thought about it, and I'm gonna start a challenge for myself to be having more audacity. I'm gonna have more audacity in my life, because having audacity is what gets you places. It is. And not leaving the not yet, not doing not yet, not no. That's done. Starting tomorrow, April 14th, I'm having more audacity. Sorry about it. And I loved this week's tasks because I was able to go on Pinterest. That's my favorite. I think that's my favorite app of all time. Just because of how beautiful all the pictures are, and like, girl, I've been on that app since like, I think 2012. and it's just so relaxing. And a lot of the tasks were me getting pictures of things that I want, things that I don't have yet but that I do want, like just visualizing what my the next leap in my timeline will be, for the next few years, decades and stuff. And so I'm gonna like I need to find a board that I can just put all those pictures on, because that will really help me to be so much more happy. And synchronicity, oh my goodness, have I been like I said, church, and like just like putting myself out there more, not being so scared to be myself and push myself to do things that I want to do and not be afraid of doing it. And being blocked off for what? Like the payoff is, there's no being stuck. Like I've been around people the past few weeks, even like years I could say, but like even more now, like I'm noticing the payoff of them being stuck and being complacent and just doing life, just being stuck. And they don't look happy, and they don't sound happy, and they just complain and are negative Nancy's all the time. And that's not me. That will not be me. And I really just pray that they can find something in their life that will get them out of that cycle, because I don't wish that upon anybody. I don't wish that upon my worst enemy, the people that have hurt me the most. That's terrible. That's truly terrible, and I really don't want that for anybody. So I just genuinely hope they can find peace within themselves. Me, on the other hand, I'm gonna find a way out of that. I never wish to feel complacent. So with that being said, I'm gonna stop being complacent. I'm looking forward to this job ending. Like I really feel like once this job ends, it'll be so much easier for me to just do the things I want to do. I'm still gonna push myself to do the things I want to do, because I've seen people who now are doing so good for themselves, who when they first started were struggling in the same way that I'm struggling. So I know that I'm not alone in that feeling, and I'm gonna just find the faith, have faith in God, hold on to him strongly, because that's what I need right now. I need a lot of faith and a lot of prayers and a lot of just good energy to keep going. So yeah, I'm happy that I finally came out of the darkness this week, because it was really dark, scary week for me. Oh, but today was a sign from God that I'm in the right place, and that I'm going to keep going, and that I'm going to keep trying, and that I'm going to keep fighting and having more audacity for myself to keep going. Because if I don't, then I don't know who's going to do it for me. Nobody. And I'm going to be more open. Yeah. Another thing you gotta stop doing, girl, is procrastinating uploading these videos. Anyways, let's get back to this. So, something I thought that was super crazy was the exercise of talking to myself, writing a letter to myself from when I was 8 years old to right now, and from when I'm going to be 80 years old to my current self. That was super trippy. And that just made me, again, appreciate the movie Interstellar, because if you've seen that, I mean, just like that concept of like how we're living all the different versions of our lives, like time is not linear. And it's just so cool, because like I was telling myself to just go do the thing, like go dancing, go learn how to dance salsa, go dance, go travel, go do all the things that you want to do that you're telling yourself not yet. Which I still find so crazy about this church service from this morning. Not yet is not doing nothing for you, girl. It's stopping you from living your life the way that you want to live it. That you're meant to live it. You're literally meant to live like this. Everything that's in your head, like all these ideas that you know you have, that you want to do, go out and do that. Like, go out and do it. And just like also knowing that I've so far accomplished a lot of the things that I've wanted to do from when I was 8 years old is really very rewarding. And it just goes to show that I know what I want, and I remember visualizing myself in this current situation and in past situations from 8 years old to 26, like in between those years. Just, it's amazing to see the accomplishments that I've surpassed. So just keep doing what you have in your head, in your mind, in your soul. Just keep doing that, because like that's literally God talking to you. That's me talking to you, telling you what to do. Let's go to week 5 now. Week 5 was talking about what are the payoffs for being stuck. The payoffs was keeping myself stuck. And again, this church service was so crazy this morning, because me being stuck, telling myself I can't do that, not yet, brings on the like, what is the point of all of this? What is the point of even waiting to do this? And just really, it just literally just stops me from wanting and feeling the need to do what I want to do. It stops me because I'm scared. I'm protecting myself from something that has happened in the past. I'm protecting myself from being hurt from a situation that I've talked myself through. I've gone over it and I thought I moved on. But little did I know, like, that situation has hindered me so much. And you know what I'm talking about. You can't let... I mean, I'm such a sensitive person. And, like, the people I surround myself with from the past, to an extent, are sensitive. To an extent. I love them to death. I really do. Like, those are my people. But I also let those people tear me down in ways that they don't even realize that I still hold on to this day. And it's not that I hold resentment towards them at all, but I just hold on to that hurt and to that pain that's keeping me stuck in my not yet ways. So I have to just, I can't let that fear of being hurt and vulnerable, as much as it hurts and as much as it feels so deep and profound in me, that I can't let it keep holding on to me. I can't. You can't do that. No matter how much something hurts, no matter how hurtful someone has made you feel, no matter how scared you are, no matter how vulnerable you may look, how stupid you may look, don't let that stop you from your goals, from your dreams, from being you, just being yourself. I can't let that happen. Because God blessed me. I mean, everybody, but specifically me, with these gifts. And who am I to say I can't show them because I'm scared? Scared of what? Scared of who? Like, and I was so mad at myself this week. I really was, because I felt like, again, like for week 5, I feel like I've just been holding myself down. I feel like I've been stuck. I feel like I haven't made any real true progress. Like internally I have made a lot of progress of what I need to do, but like externally I haven't done anything. I really feel like I haven't done that much. And I know when I'm holding myself back and I continue to let myself hold myself back. That can't happen anymore. It can't. I need to stop with that. You need to stop with that. Yeah. Hold on. Let me